Hello, everyone. I'm Natalie Payne with Calliope Collective, and I am excited to bring you our presentation today of our properties that are in the Fine Hotels program or the Hotel Collection program. And so I'm going to share my screen and I'll make this fairly quick for you, but just want to give you a few ideas. And then if you have questions or need anything further, you can certainly reach out to me and I'm happy to tell you more and share more with you. I've made this slide just to show you all of our properties that are in Calliope, which Calliope is a sales representation division of Preferred Hotels, but not all of our hotels are part of Preferred, but we represent them to the luxury travel advisor, luxury leisure market. And all of our hotels are going to be beautiful, independently owned properties. Many of these hotels, I think we had 7 this year in the collection that are new to the Fine Hotels program. So you might not be familiar with them at all, but hopefully you'll remember. I think Calliope has that. Let me reach out if I have a question. Just to help Calliope stick in your head a little bit more, it literally means beautiful voice. She was a muse in the Greek mythology over the finer things in life, eloquence, poetry, music. And then the Calliope hummingbird we love because it's one of the smallest birds in the world that flies sometimes thousands of miles alone to migrate. So just like that, we have to work a little bit harder as independent hotels that aren't part of bigger chains to stay in front of you. I'm going to start with the Hermitage Hotel. That's the one I think we signed up under today. But the Hermitage Hotel's in Nashville, Tennessee, which has been hugely popular recently. And there's a lot of new room product in Nashville, but we always say you can't recreate history. And this hotel was Nashville's first $1 million hotel built in 1910. You're going to see these beautiful pops of yellow color, and that is to commemorate the 19th Amendment, which was the women's right to vote in the US. It was ratified in Tennessee. It came down to the final vote, and the pro-suffrage forces and the anti-suffrage forces were headquartered at the Hermitage, and the pro-suffrage forces wore yellow roses. So that's why we've brought back this beautiful pop of yellow, and why the Hermitage was just named a National Registered Historic Landmark because of the significance that it played in that very historic period of time. Also, we have a lot of extras. So I know Fine Hotels guests really like access. And we have a suite on the 40-yard line at the Titan Stadium. So for home NFL games or for big concerts, like last year we did Taylor Swift, Elton John, the CMA Fest, you can have access to our suite for your VIP clients. So very, very Instagrammable hotel, you'll see, and underwent a stunning renovation to really bring it back to life and make it relevant again a couple of years ago. So you walk up these staircases and it opens up into this beautiful lobby, and you could just sit there with a cocktail and kind of look up for a long time and look at the hand-carved plaster and the hand-painted glass ceilings, and it's just really beautiful. We have a historian if you have clients that are interested in that. This is the veranda where the ladies used to have their cocktails because they weren't allowed into the bar. But today we use it for weddings, we use it for afternoon tea, just stunning events. This area is behind the front desk, so it's very eclectic, kind of bringing out back some nods to history that you can look at. And then stepping inside the rooms, they are just so elegant. They're really all brand new, very refreshed, only 122 rooms and suites. So this is our Hermitage suite, which is our largest suites. Many of the rooms have views of the state capitol, but you can just really see the attention to detail in the molding and in the decor that was taken with the renovation. Some of the largest regular rooms, deluxe guest rooms, I would say in the whole city, and every room has a separate tub and shower and dual vanity and molten brown amenities. We have partnered also with our recent renovation with Jean-Georges. And so Drusi and Dar is our signature restaurant, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Really special. And then we have also the bar, which everyone loves for a pre-dinner cocktail. And then you have the Pink Hermit, which is kind of your Mediterranean pizzas, salads, sandwiches, rosé all day. great pastries and coffees in the morning. Also open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have one of the most famous restrooms in all of the US. This is the men's room. It dates back to the 20s and it's very Art Deco. And then with the new renovation, we have now a beautiful pink women's room. So just kind of fun. But this hotel has won so many amazing awards, including 2 keys by Michelin most recently. So very, very proud to be in the Fine Hotels program. Its sister property, Keswick Hall, is also in the program, and this is in Charlottesville, Virginia. So this is going to be amazing for your wine lovers. There's over, I think we need to update this, but there's now over 60 wineries. It says 40, but 60 wineries within a 30-minute drive of this hotel. There's also 3 presidential homes, including Thomas Jefferson's Monticello, and it's a big area for hiking, hot air ballooning, and college visits. The University of Virginia is also here. This property also underwent a massive renovation during COVID and reopened with 80 rooms. It used to be 49 rooms, reopened with 80, and they are stunning. And you cannot tell the difference between the older and the newer rooms. Really, really beautiful bathrooms, deep soaking tub and shower. We do have connecting options for families. 2 pools. This is our Sunrise Horizon Edge adult only pool. And then you also have a family pool as well. But really beautiful. Pickleball courts, red tennis clay courts, red clay tennis courts. And we have a Pete Dye golf course, which is called Full Cry. That's really, really popular as well for golfers. And our brand new 8 treatment room spa. So very, very well received with beautiful marble. They have also partnered with Jean-Georges for their dining outlets. So Marigold is a Jean-Georges restaurant for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. Moving quickly to Asia, I just wanted to bring your attention to 2 properties that are also new to the program. Dusit Thani Kyoto. Kyoto, I know, is really popular. Dusit Thani is an amazing Thai brand that now this hotel has kind of a Japanese Thai influence. So very Japanese in decor. Everyone I've sent here is loving it. It offers a really great value with 5-star service. It's also a fantastic location, just 10 minutes from the train station in Kyoto. So keep that one in mind. We can certainly expand on that for you. I just visited the Dusit Thani in Bangkok in May, which is also a stunning brand new property. The original Dusit Thani Bangkok opened in the 70s, but had really kind of fallen into disrepair. So they tore it to the ground. And this is the brand new Dusit Thani that just opened in September. So phenomenal spa, really, really amazing dining outlets and lobby bar. They have this waterfall down in their breakfast, lunch, and dinner restaurant, pavilion. And it sits right on Lumpini Park, which in Bangkok, that's kind of like the central park of Bangkok. So convenient, right on 2 train and metro lines, surrounded by shopping that you can walk to and outdoor markets. I highly suggest doing the canal boat tour, going to the Royal Palace. So lots to do in Bangkok. Another new property that's new this year is Pink Sands on Harbour Island. For this one, super easy to get to in the Bahamas. You fly from Miami to Eleuthera, and it's only a 45-minute flight. And then you take a 10-minute water taxi over to Harbour Island. Harbour Island is known for laid-back luxury. It's really the opposite of what you're going to find in Nassau, like at some of the bigger resorts, which I think is what the Fine Hotels guests are looking for. The island itself is only 3 miles long and a half-mile wide, and it's really known for that pink, pink sand. It is stunning, probably one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen. I would highly suggest, this says Virtuoso, but obviously we can do it for your American Express clients as well, but we can do a meet and greet service. It's usually around $200 for 2 people. They'll greet you at the airport, get you into the taxi, the water taxi. It includes all of that and your gratuities and get you to the hotel seamlessly. When you're on the island, this is definitely an island where you get off property. You know, a lot of Caribbean islands, it's like, oh, stay on the resort. You want to get off here. You want to have a golf cart to explore the island. There's 3 stunning marinas with huge yachts that you can go visit. This property originally opened in 1951, but it's an all villa property, so there's no hotel product. So it's an open air kind of entrance. You're greeted with pink champagne and these beautiful Bahamian smiles. We have 37 units as of right now that are 1 to 4 bedrooms. They all have their own, not all of them have their own private pools, but we have the most that have their own private pools. We also have the most on the island that have their own private walkways that are ocean front. Just to give you an idea of the different room product, these are all on Sabre, bookable via Sabre. This is one of our newest 3-bedroom units, really, really stunning. But very light, bright, not to take away from the beauty of the blue water and the pink sand. We just opened a new oceanfront pool in 2024. So that's been hugely popular. It's also the closest oceanfront pool on the island. And we've renovated our fine dining restaurant within the past year, Malcolm 51, and they have a new sushi bar as well. The Blue Bar serves breakfast, lunch, and cocktails. Fantastic place to watch the sunrise. Kay is from Thailand and does our complimentary yoga in the mornings, as well as our wellness Thai massages and regular massages. And then we have a wonderful destination partner that we can, do boat tours, snorkeling tours, scuba diving. You can hunt for starfish, you can swim with the pigs. And then of course, amazing weddings at this property too. So just wanted to make you aware of Pink Sands. Heading over to Italy, Maris is a brand new property to the Fine Hotels program, as well as it just opened in April of 2024. It is based in Sorrento, and it's been hugely popular because of the price point on the Amalfi Coast starts at around 800, 850 euro. Also, Sorrento is just so convenient to get to Capri, to get to Pompeii, Positano, and this hotel is also very contemporary. So you can do cooking classes, limoncello classes, food tours, and then you're staying at Maris. It's only 49 rooms, has a super sexy rooftop restaurant and bar. The location is wonderful. It's 1 block from Tasso Square, which is the main square. It's only about a 6-minute walk from the port. And really, the views are of the gardens of Excelsior Vittoria and the sea. So just really, really great location. We actually have access to 2 private beach clubs. One's more family friendly, one is more adult friendly, so we can help you with that. And then when you step inside the hotel, it's just really, again, contemporary, fresh, modern design, Italian handmade tiles everywhere, really spacious rooms. And most of the rooms have the sea view. They are ages 10 and up. So they do consider themselves more an adult-friendly hotel. This would be a garden view suite, which now has a hot tub in it on the terrace as well. We have some pull-out sofas, and then this is the presidential and the view from the sea panoramic view rooms. So please keep this one in mind for Sorrento. They have Cora Bistro, which is down in the lobby and by the pool. Fantastic, authentic Italian. And then we have Lumi Sky Lounge, which is the sexy lounge and restaurant upstairs. Great for sunset cocktails. They have a 3 treatment room spa, as well as a great fitness center. So that is Maris and Sorrento. Also in Italy, we have Costa di Langa, which is up in the Piemonte region. This region is known for wine, Barolo, Barbaresco, really rich, heavy wines, as well as truffles. And so it's only a 39-room property. Alba is the capital of this area, this region, and that's the truffle capital of Italy, and we're only 20 minutes from Alba. It's really all about art and nature and relaxing, and it feels very homey, like a casa, the home of the Langa region, Casa di Langa. The rooms, all 39 rooms, very spacious. They have huge outdoor areas as well. On a clear day, you can see the Alps in the distance and the rolling, vineyards around. They also have a beautiful 3 treatment room spa. That area can be reserved privately for your guest, complimentary for up to an hour. And it's all about the food and the slow food movement and really enjoying the food. Cooking classes here, garden tours with Luigi. He speaks 4 languages. He's fascinating. You can truffle hunt right on property, and you can do wine tastings right on property. And they have a beautiful little pool. And then finally, we have Ireland. And Ireland, we have the perfect itinerary with 3 properties that it's your easy button for Ireland, especially if it's someone's first time. We have the K Club, which is up near Dublin, only 30 minutes outside of Dublin. This is really equestrian horse country. So there's race courses nearby, stud farms, and you can go actually to the yards where they train the race horses, which is really cool. Straffen House was the original home back in the 1800s. They're a winemaking family from France, and our sommelier Lisa, who's been there for 20 years, still goes back to the Barton and Goustier winery in France to make the house wine. It's 500 acres with the River Liffey running through it. So there's just so many activities to do here, from horseback riding, falconry, fly fishing and stand-up paddleboarding on the river, clay target shooting. They have a beautiful spa, 2 golf courses. They've hosted the Ryder Cup, and they're getting ready to host the Irish Open in September of this year, also with an indoor golf. We own the only pub in town, the Straffen Inn, and so our guests can enjoy a nice session and interact with the locals. We do have one of the largest wine cellars in all of Ireland, so the wine tour and the wine tasting with Lisa the sommelier is really wonderful. John's been there for 30-something years trying to get the drinks right, so he's over our beverage program. But we have 3 really wonderful restaurants: the Barton, the Palmer, and South, and they all have something different to offer. So if you're just staying for 2 or 3 nights, really great. Now from there, and this is the new bedroom product on the right. So every couple of years they're refreshing the rooms, but very traditional, very, very elegant and huge, very spacious rooms. They also have a 3 and 4 bedroom cottage on property if you have a family or golfers as well. Ireland really is a year-round destination. You just layer up. It might rain or it might be a little chilly, but there's still plenty to do. And it's all about the people. Some of the most authentic, wonderful people that you'll ever meet are in Ireland. The Europe Hotel and Resort is brand new to the Fine Hotels program as of this year, 2025. And so the Europe is down in Killarney, which is about a 3-hour drive from Dublin. And so you'll come down to Killarney. In this area, you really do need 3 or 4 nights because you're on the Ring of Kerry. You can explore the Dingle Peninsula. You're going to need a day in town and a day to do the spa and enjoy the resort. But this hotel sits on an UNESCO World Heritage Site on the lakes of Killarney, overlooking the highest mountain range in all of Ireland. Killarney is called the town in the park, so it's 25,000 acres of hiking, biking, waterfalls. So there's also plenty of that to do. It's just really, really stunning. A 50,000 square foot spa at this hotel and fitness center. So, definitely by this point in your itinerary, you're going to need a relaxing day. 16 treatment rooms. And then on property, complimentary horseback riding. There's a private pier for boating and fishing. This is the Gap of Dunloe tour, which is one of my favorite tours in all of Ireland. There's golf in the area. We are adjacent to the Killarney Golf and Fishing Club, but we're within an hour to some of the best links golf courses in all of Ireland. So also a fabulous place to base your golfers. There's 3 different restaurants, and then this is our new room product, refreshed room product. So keep that in mind when you're booking. The Hans Lieber Suite, which is the presidential suite, is really, really huge and stunning. And then finally, everyone wants to end their Ireland stay with a castle. So we have Dromullen Castle, dates back to the 1500s, just 10 minutes from Shannon Airport. And so much to do in this area as well. Again, you really need 3 or 4 days. Galway's only 45 minutes away. The Cliffs of Moher, the famous cliffs, are only 45 minutes away. The Aran Islands, if people want to boat or helicopter out to the Aran Islands, that is really authentic, where they still speak Gaelic. There's Loop Head that you can do, just so much in this area. And we have an Ireland itinerary if you're interested that we can share with you. But they can do a horse and hound welcome. They can do a bagpiper welcome. It's 96 rooms and suites that are really bright and fresh for a historic castle. They have stunning walled gardens as well. And this is the fine dining restaurant, the Earl of Thomond, but it's really not stuffy at all. You don't have to wear a jacket or a tie, but really elegant in the evenings. And then I love sitting out here having a nice casual dinner in the gallery as well. They've just redone their spa. They have Dr. Barbara Sturm, which is a famous facial line from Germany, really popular, and then so much to do on property. If you're only going to do falconry once in Ireland, do it at Dromoland. And I have a special story where David the falconer up in the top right corner actually trained one of his hawks to fly in with an engagement ring. And it actually happened to me in May. My fiance and David worked together and they tied my ring to the hawk and she flew into my arm and he dropped to one knee and proposed. So it's a really, really special engagement opportunity. And then their big news is Dromoland Lodge, which is a 5-bedroom, 7.5 bath home on the estate, which I believe is bookable on Sabre as well to you through the program. Just to finish out with just a couple more of our properties that are in Calliope that are in the Fine Hotels program. We do have the Inn at Perry Cabin in St. Michael's, Maryland. This is where that movie, The Wedding Crashers, was filmed. St. Michael's is such a cute little town, has a lot of American history. It's known as the town that fooled the British, dating back to 1812. Really, really fun, just to give you an idea of where we're located. So the closest airport is going to be Baltimore, BWI. It's about an hour and a half away from there. But this is 74 rooms and suites and really kind of a country chic estate, if you will. So you come here for food and beverage. You can have Maryland crab for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a lot of alfresco dining. And it really is all about getting out on the water, enjoying, the Chesapeake Bay and the fleet. We have a fleet of yachts, motor yachts and sailboats that come in from about April to November, and your clients can get out on the yachts. They can learn how to sail. The Stanley Norman is a National Registered Historic Landmark. It's the oldest working oyster harvesting boat in the United States. So that's pretty cool as well. And then they have a Pete Dye golf course that is the last golf course that Pete and Alice designed before he passed away. So if you have any diabolical golfers that want to play all the Pete Dye golf courses, this is a really special one as well. But a wonderful place to get out, from really spring to fall in Maryland. The Laurel is new to the hotel collection. This is in Auburn, Alabama. It's Alabama's only 5-diamond property. The state's only 5-diamond property. It is a preferred hotel. It's part of Auburn, Alabama's hospitality school. So only 26 rooms. It's an hour and 40 minutes to the Atlanta airport. There's also an Auburn airport. So you may have, especially guests that have children going to Auburn, Alabama, but Auburn in general is just a really fantastic kind of a throwback Americana town. It's great for driving if your clients are driving like on I-85 corridor or I-65 corridor, coming from like Nashville or the Northeast down to maybe the Florida Panhandle or New Orleans. It's a really, really good stop off for them. And again, a 5-diamond property that has so much to offer. Only 26 rooms. All of the rooms are club level. You check in the room. They're very high tech, really beautiful rooms with Bulgari. And then I love their rooftop. They have an organic garden and they do food activations. They do complimentary yoga. They have this beautiful rooftop pool. So keep this one in mind when you're booking Auburn. They have a chef in residence program at their 1856 restaurant, with also the only award-winning sommelier in Alabama. So it can be a real foodie destination for people from Atlanta, Birmingham, kind of that area, great little staycation. They have a Heyday Market, which is a high-end food hall as well. Sea Island is Sea Island, Georgia, so you can fly into Savannah or Jacksonville for this property. They are so heavily awarded with Forbes 5-star awards. But what really stands out to me about this property is that they have over 150 employees that have worked at Sea Island for more than 25 years. So I think that says a lot about the property, and you just feel it when you're there. Again, less than an hour to an hour and 10 minutes to Savannah or Jacksonville Airport. Brunswick Airport also has 3 flights from Atlanta a week. This property has two main hotels, the Cloister, which is more the family-friendly hotel, 5-star, 5 diamond, really huge rooms. Also beachfront rooms and beach club rooms as well. And then the Lodge is their smaller property, which tends to be a little more adult friendly and golfer friendly. This one is also in the Fine Hotels program, only 42 rooms, full butler service, and 7 golf cottages. We call them golf in, golf out cottages. There's 150 privately owned cottages as well on Sea Island. So just know if you have any clients that want a little bit larger space, we can help you really narrow down. And then they say that you can do anything but ski at Sea Island. So many activities, beautiful private beach, pools, all of this is for guests only. 3 golf courses, one of the best golf performance centers in the entire US for sure. And I would say, venture to say worldwide. We have more pro golfers on tour that live at Sea Island than even in Florida. They have a 65,000 square foot spa, and then so many activities from pickleball, paddleboarding. You can horseback ride on the beach. They have a really robust turtle program and turtle kind of saving program where they mark the nests and you can sit on the nest and see sometimes them hatch. Skeet shooting, fishing, falconry. So, and then Broadfield is an 18-room total like hunting immersion lodge that you can also rent out as well. Plenty of dining on property, from the Georgian rooms, which is more fine dining, to Tavolo, which is the Italian restaurant, River Bar and Lounge, a little more kind of steak and pub, Southern Tide, more seafood. So you'll never run out of dining options on property. We have Sea Strike, which is our bowling alley, and then Colton Allison, which is the fine dining steak restaurant. So please keep Sea Island in mind as well. And then last but not least, we have Nemacolin. So Nemacolin is right outside of Pittsburgh, about 80 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is owned by 84 Lumber. It's a really great option for, especially in the Toronto area. I know this webinar specifically, I think, is for our Canadian Fine Hotels agents. So Nemacolin is also new to Fine Hotels program, and it's unique in that it has 3 5-star hotels on property. So the Chateau was the original property, the Chateau and the Lodge. Really, it started with the Lodge, which was like a 20-room hunting lodge. And then the family went to Paris. They fell in love with the Ritz Paris. So they built the Chateau, modeled after the Ritz Paris. And then they wanted to host a golf tournament and needed somewhere to house the 42 golfers. So they built Falling Rock. So that's kind of how the 3 properties came about. It sits on 2,000 acres. They also have estates and townhomes as well. So just to quickly move through, this is the Chateau, which again is modeled after the Ritz in Paris. Really elegant. The whole property has undergone a $500 million renovation in the last 3 years that ended at the end of 2024. So just really stunning. This is the Chateau. New lobby bar there. Lautrec is their fine dining restaurant, and the new patisserie with grab and go items. This is the Lodge, which was the original hunting lodge, which is now 56 suites. So this is fabulous for families. They're really high-tech suites, really spacious, pull-out sofas, stunning bathrooms. This is the Presidential. Fawn and Fable is the steakhouse, which is at this hotel. And it's really great for multi-gen. There's restaurants that can accommodate, larger parties. Gusto is our new Italian restaurant. It's now open. I'm waiting on the photos for that, but it's delicious. I ate there recently. Nightcap is our jazz lounge, so there's plenty to do at night as well. We have a wonderful kids program. This is the ice cream shop, which has homemade ice cream from Pittsburgh. And then again, homes that will sleep up to 21 people, and 40 townhomes that are 2-bedroom, 2-bath. So that's more the entry-level kind of value option. And then finally, Falling Rock, which just became adult only, is our 42-room hotel modeled after Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture. Frank Lloyd Wright has two famous homes that are about 30 minutes from the property. So a lot of people will come to Nemacolin for art and architecture. And then we have over 100 activities, including 2 Pete Dye golf courses, a golf learning center, a 40 treatment room spa, a holistic healing spa as well, with acupuncture, cryotherapy, red light therapy. We have a doggy spa and hotel, Wolflands Resort. We have a 200-acre field rod and range club, so fly fishing, clay target shooting, Jeep off-roading, horseback riding. We have a wildlife sanctuary of rescued animals with lions, tigers, bears. And then I mentioned the $50 million art collection. You can also create your own art. At Christmas time, we have a $10 million Hardy Holiday Village installation. So the holidays are a wonderful time to come. And it really is a year-round destination with dog sledding. There's a ski mountain. In the summer, that becomes a zip line. We have a new Ninja Warrior course, a new virtual reality course, a trampoline course, axe throwing, bowling. So just so many activities. There's a casino on property. And then we have 7 pools, including this new Peak Pool complex, which is really the heart of all the activities. Complimentary e-bikes from here. There's a ropes course, a rock climbing wall, and these pools are heated and open year round. So it really in the wintertime becomes kind of an après-ski situation. So that was a lot of information. But again, we're Calliope. I'm Natalie. We're so happy to be partnered with you all and so proud that we have so many properties in the American Express Fine Hotels and Hotel Collection program. And we're here for you. And just please let me know if I can ever help or if you need anything at all. And we hope to see you soon at an event. And just reach out if you need us. Thanks so much. Please follow us on social as well under the Calliope Collective on Instagram and Facebook. Bye-bye.